remarkable honor, by way also of telling you how much better things are getting, to introduce to you an actual member of Congress who has been doing good trans work longer than I have. I don't know if Congressman Schakowsky knows this, but the first time we met was at her house. Some folks were wanting to talk to their congressperson, and so set up a meeting here in Chicago at the Congresswoman's office in Evanston. And that morning we got a call from her staff saying she has to stay at home because her dog is ill. So she would love it. So we thought she was canceling the meeting. And it's transgender people. It's like 2001 maybe. And we weren't used to members of Congress being nice to us at all. So we thought, you know, but the person I was with, Miranda Stevens-Miller, said, no, Jan's wonderful, Jan's wonderful. So I thought they're canceling. And they said, so Jan would like you to come to her house and she'll make you lunch. To talk about trans rights, that's an amazing person. I don't know what else I could say to tell you more so how amazing she is. So I'm just going to introduce the representative from the 9th Congressional District of Illinois, Jan Schakowsky.
Thank you so much, Mara. Yep. I'm so glad you remembered. I'm so not a cook, too, but I did manage to make some lunch. Anyway, so as you could hear from Stan, it takes a village to make a TransLife center, and I'm so happy to be here with all of you today. Mara really encapsulated kind of the theme of what I wanted to say. Martin Luther King said, the arc of history is long, but it bends toward justice. It bends toward, and there are some back steps occasionally, but there are certain things that have an inevitability stamped on them. And we're beginning to see that. The Supreme Court decision on marriage equality, the immigration rights and immigration reform, to me, has the stamp of inevitability on it. We will win eventually, hopefully soon, that fight. But also the equality of all human beings marches forward. And the idea that people should be discriminated against has always been, it should not be discriminated against, has always been the theme of Chicago House. And providing the kind of infrastructure and love around that inevitability has really been the hallmark of Chicago House and Stan Sloan. You know, I want to say a few words about Stan, because Stan combines being a visionary who can see the possible with being one of the most practical-minded people I have ever seen on how to get the job done. So when Stan talked about forming Chicago House itself in the early days, providing truly a death with dignity, a place where people could actually live until the last moment in comfort. When he had the vision about an employment training center, it's about 2 years ago, where we stood together and had amazing treats that we're going to have inside here once again, and employed people, and where he found out about the difficulty of trans people having opportunities of the most basic sorts. And now, when he came to me and talked to me about this amazing house now for transgender people, I had no doubt in my mind, this was before $1 was raised, that this would be a reality, because Stan Sloan said it, and he made it happen. So let's give Stan another round of applause. So as Mara said, this is a beginning, but it's a beginning of something that inevitably will just become part of the fabric of our society. People will get used to the ideal, they'll get over it, and they will know someone in their family and in their community, and they will acknowledge that. And soon, sooner than we think. Who ever thought that marriage equality would be a reality in so many places just a couple of years ago? So I thank all of the visionaries who are here today, all of you who have lived the life and experienced the discrimination, who have overcome that, who have plowed through it in order now to have this wonderful symbol for all trans people and a reality for many that are going to actually live here. I am just so proud to be a part of this. Thank you very, very much.